Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and we're back working on my 1959 Cadillac DeVille. This is the 6.4 liter, and well, we're back doing the radiator coolant. We're going to be putting in our low toxicity biodegradable coolant. This is a concentrate, so you mix it 50-50, and this is the percentages for depending on how cold you're going to be running your vehicle. We're here in Las Vegas, so we're going to be running it at about 30-70. We're also putting in our Dominator coolant boost. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way you can come back and watch this important information for your vehicle later. All right, well, let me show you what we're up to. We already popped off our main hose here that goes into the block. That goes into our radiator. Yep, this is the original radiator from 1959. And now we're gonna go ahead down here. I'll show you what we're up to down here. We have the main hose. You can see it right there. This guy right here, we already loosened this up. Now all we're gonna do is twist her and go ahead and pull her off. All right, we're just doing our final loosening of this little hose clamp. Should be good. And now just a little wiggle and it should pull right off. Let's see. Pull it from the other side. Should be able to get her off. Just give her a little wiggle. A little twist and a shake. And there she goes. Here we go. Move it over there. Quite a load. Woo! Quite a load. Look at that green goo. It's like the Ninja Turtles, the Ooze Clan. We finally got her off. Take a look. Woo! She just oozing the last of her. There she is. Here's to a little distilled water. We're going to dump some distilled water through, and then we're going to go ahead and drive her around a little bit with only distilled water, circulator, and then we're going to put the good stuff in. See, is she running pretty clear? Not yet, huh? All right. Into the block. Here we go. We're going to put a little into the block. Let's do it. All right, she's running through. Blowing some green stuff. That's really blowing some green stuff. Wow. A lot of green stuff. A lot of icky, oozy, goozy green stuff. A lot of hot green stuff. All right, we're going to throw our hoses back on. Put our shield back on, go ahead and drive her around the block with some distilled water in her, come back and drain her down again. All right, we're gonna throw our fan shroud back on, but I wanted to quick show you the MP metal protector. What this is, this locks out moisture, drives out moisture, keeps your locks, keys, any type of metal from rusting, also protects it. So we're just gonna hit these screws, boom, and now we're gonna slap on our bolts to the shroud. Put them on. This just goes in like this. Ah, easy as pie. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put in the distilled water. Let's see how much she takes. We're gonna fill up the block first. It's still going in. And it's going down slow. All right. So now we'll start filling up our radiator. All right, we're on gallon number 2. Let's do it. All right. So it's about 8.9 quarts. So another 3 or so should be in the block, 3 to 4. So it's about a 10 and a half to 12 quart system. Let's go drive her. All right, let's burp it. Let's see what she does. We'll go ahead and crack her on, see our level. See what we got. Add a little bit. It sounds and looks pretty good. Hey, we got to keep the inside clean. That's the important part, to keep clean. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. Actually, it's next to impossible, so you just got to leave it alone. Pulling her up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull her around the block, see how she feels. Ooh, she feels good. She feels good. Still got to take care of the exhaust there. Got that little exhaust leak to take care of. But yeah, she's feeling hot. Feels a lot better. Holy cow. Just doing that little bit of distilled water feels better. That's amazing. All right, she feels better. Let's go ahead and drain her down. All right, we're gonna throw a bottle of PI Performance Improver in. This is the old bottle. This is actually the new bottle for gasless gas caps. They actually redesigned the threads and stuff like that. So now you're good to go. You don't have to have a funnel on a new car. But we're gonna throw half a bottle in. I already put an entire bottle in, but I know the valves on this have had a lot of gunk over the years. So I'm just gonna put another half a bottle in. I have about, I would say 12 gallons in it right now. So I don't even need a whole bottle. But we're just gonna go put about half a bottle in. Here we go. Let's do it. And this helps get all the ethanol varnish off and stuff like that. And then we'll put the rest in on another tank. All right, well that's about it for today. We're gonna go put some miles on her, circulate it. It's gonna run through the thermostat, run through the whole system. We'll come back mañana, drop this bad boy, drain her down, and then time to feel her up with the really good biodegradable low toxicity coolant. And we're also going to put in the Dominator coolant boost. right, we're back, and well, we drove her about 30 miles. Time to go ahead and drain her down, get all the distilled water out. We're gonna fill her up one more time with distilled water, and then the good stuff goes in. All right, we got her nice and hot. We're just gonna go ahead and just start uncranking and see what happens. Here we go. Just loosen her up. Uh-oh, wow, she's a squirter. Let her cool down a little bit, and we'll go ahead and yank off the hose. Right, she's hot, but we're just going to go ahead and yank her off anyways. Here we go. Let's do it. Just start twisting away. Oh yeah, she's juicy. She is. Oh, there she goes. There she blows. Look at all that steam. All right. Time filling her up with distilled water. We just fill her up until she overflows. We're gonna go out and drive her, and then we're gonna do our last fill with the good stuff. All right, we're gonna start her up and burp her and fill her up, and then we'll go drive her. Alright, we're just taking her around the block, and we're gonna go drive her a few miles, come back, drain her down again, and then the good stuff goes in. Alright, and of course the shroud's coming off again for the third time. This is our last time draining her down, and then we feel her up. Wow, that looks clean. Wow, that looks a lot more clear. Good thing we got a thing to catch it. Last time we yank her off. Here we go. Here she goes. Oh yeah. Wow, it's still a bit milky. Wow, still a little bit milky. So we could even do it again if we wanted to, but this time we feel good. We're gonna put in the good stuff now, and we'll be back to do it probably next year. We'll do it again just for extra due diligence. All right, it's that time to feel her up. We're gonna put in our Dominator coolant boost. This is a dual surfactant technology. What it does is it helps your car warm up 54% quicker. Also allows it to run up to 25 degrees cooler once it's up to operating temperature. And for this system, it's about a 12-quart system. We're going to put the whole bottle in. Now we're on to our low toxicity biodegradable coolant, good for every 5 years, 150,000 miles, and we're going to run this at about 3070. So we're going to be good to about, what is it, negative 50/50s, negative 28 degrees below zero. So we're going to run it about, so it's going to be good about till freezing, but we're not doing any super cold stuff, so we're good. And now here we go. Here it goes. It's a really nice gold yellow. And the really nice thing is it doesn't hurt animals, which is really good. I can feel the protection already. All right, and now the rest of the distilled water. Going in, here's the second gallon. All right, we're going to start her up and burp it. Let's do it. All right, now we're going to burp it and we're good to go. It took about 10 quarts. So there's probably about 2 or 3 quarts in the block, so it's probably about 12 to 13 quarts for the whole system. All right, we're gonna pull her out, go drive around the block, and we'll see how she drives. All right, we're gonna go get some driving impressions here. And so far it just sounds a little bit quieter. I don't know if that has anything to do with the frequency of the old coolant with the block, but I know certain older cars have problems with frequency issues and stuff like that. So yeah, it feels really good. We're gonna go shoot out in Boulder Highway, swing around. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Tap the little notification bell. You'll see all the notifications when we go live. Every Thursday here in Vegas, Jeff and I do a video, 6:30 p.m. start time, and that's live here in Vegas. And we answer all your car questions. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and we'll be happy to answer them. So we're here on Boulder Highway. Here we go. I'm going to take you through the gears. That's second gear. That's third. 45. There's fourth. That's it. There's 50. So there you go. Car runs great. It definitely feels like it's pulling more heat out of the cylinders. The other thing the coolant does is it actually has anti-corrosives that are much better than OEM coolant. So your radiator will last longer, everything will really run a lot better, and you'll have less corrosion inside the block. And it actually has special additives just for aluminum, and that really protects the aluminum block. So really, really important. And if you've never changed your coolant before, you're going to want to drain and fill it about 3 times. If you've never done it, it's like 100,000 miles or more. But if it's not that long, you really don't have to do it 3 times. You can just drain and fill it. But if you want to be super thorough, do what we did. Drain it, fill it twice, drive it, and you'll be happy. I mean, this thing really, really feels good. And we'll be back for more. We did the transmission fluid on this thing. We also did the motor oil engine flush. We tapped the rear diff on it, and we're going to be wrapping it up with more fluids. We're doing the brake fluid coming up, and also the power steering, which is regular ATF fluid. And that pretty much sums it up. We'll see you back next time. All right.